Hello everyone. So in this lesson we are now going to start multiplying decimals. Okay, so let's take a look at our first example. I already wrote everything on the board. Okay, we're going to start off with one decimal number multiplied by a whole number and then a decimal by a decimal. Okay, now guys, this is going to be really easy for you, I hope, because this is exactly the same as topic 3. Now, in topic 3, we learn to multiply whole numbers with whole numbers, 3-digit numbers with 2-digit numbers. This is almost exactly the same, except now we have decimals. So, this is the part where it's the same. Multiply everything as normal and forget about the decimal point. So, this will be 98 multiplied by 2. Okay? So this is the first step. Ignore the decimal point. Multiply as normal as you know how to do. So this is 98 multiplied by 2. Okay? That's step 1. So multiply as normal. 2 times 8 is 16. Write the 1. And 6. Carry the 1. Okay? 2 times 9 is 18. Add the 1 that we carried, 19. And remember, please, as I always say, use lots of space and space your numbers out when multiplying. Please don't squash it together. You can very easily make a mistake. Lots of space, okay? So 98 multiplied by 2 equals 196. Now then, let's look at the decimal point. How many decimal places do we have in the question? Now, what is a decimal place? A decimal place is your tenths, hundredths, thousandths, anything after the decimal point. Anything after the decimal point, okay? That is your decimal place. So we can see that we have one decimal place in the question. So that means in the answer, we will put also one decimal place. So we've done our normal calculation, and now put the decimal place. So let's count 1, and then the decimal point. So the answer to 9.8 multiplied by 2 is 19.6. Okay? Let's do another example. 0.67 multiplied with 8. Multiply as normal, ignore the decimal point. So this is 67 multiplied by 8. 8 times 7 is 56. So write 6 big, carry the 5. 8 times 6 is 48. Plus the 5 is 53. Carry the 5. Write the 3. 8 times 0 is 0. Plus the 5. So 536. So 67 multiplied by 8 is 536. Okay? Now then, let's count the total decimal places in the question. And it's from both parts of the question, not just one part. So we have 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places. A total of 2 decimal places in our question. So in our answer, we will also include 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, and then put the decimal point. So the answer is 5.36. Okay? Now let's move on to the next example. So you see guys, this is just regular multiplication, and then we're counting decimal places at the end. That's all it is. So this is almost the same as topic 3, just multiplying regular numbers. Now let's do this one. So 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1, write the 2. 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 1, 10. Now we'll finish with the 3, cross it out and put a 0. Now let's use the 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2, write the 0. 5 times 3, 15, plus the 2, 17. Okay, and now you know that we should add these two together. 2 plus 0 is 2, 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 7, 8. Remember, space is important and lining everything up, right? You can see everything is lined up nice and neat. So we have our final answer, almost final answer. 34 multiplied by 53 equals 1,802. But now we have decimal points. Count the total decimal places. We have here 1 and here another 1. So the total is 2 decimal places. So in our answer, include 2 decimal places. There's 1 and there's 2, and then the decimal point goes there. Okay? So you can see now, this lesson is all about just counting decimal places. And as you can see here, lessons 4 and 9, they're both the same thing. In your book, if you're using the Savvas book, they're both exactly the same. Right, next example. 9 times 5 is 45. Prior to 4, write the 5. 9 times 2 is 18, plus the 4, 22. 9 times 1 is 9, plus the 2, 11. Okay? Now we'll finish with the 9, but then 0 multiplied by all of this is 0. 0 multiplied by all of this is 0. So we don't need to do that part. So we can finish right there. But we need to include the decimal point. Okay? So, how many decimal places do we have in total? 1, 2, 3. A total of 3 decimal places. So in our final answer, count 1, 2, 3. And put your decimal place right there. So the answer is 1.125. Our final example, 5 times 3 is 15, 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 1, 31, 5 times 0 is 0, plus the 3. We finish with 5, cross it out, 0, 5 times 3, 15, 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 1, 31, 5 times 0, 0 plus 3. Okay? And now you know we add these two together. 5, 6, 4, 3. And again, the final step, count the total decimal places. 1, 2, 3. In our final answer, 1, 2, 3. 3.465. So you see guys, just count the number of decimal places in the question and add it in the final answer. This is all regular multiplication. Please do not be put off by multiplying decimals. It's just multiplying regular numbers. Okay guys?